Brian Enton live for us in D.C. with this tonight. And Brian, I know the NTSB just gave that live update in the past hour. What new are we learning tonight?
Yeah, Natasha, we're waiting right now on the Navy salvage teams to arrive. Both barges and cranes should be getting here at any moment to continue trying to raise the wreckage of the American Airlines plane up out of the water so they can continue to retrieve the victims out of the plane. In terms of the NTSB press conference that just wrapped up, they now have the voice data recorder. They also have the information data recorder. They've been going over them. They say even though there was water intrusion, they were able to get all the information off of them, listen to the pilots' voices, figure out exactly what was happening in the cockpit. What stood out to me, Natasha, that's interesting is they say that the data from the plane showed that it was at an altitude of 325 feet when the crash happened, but the data inside the control tower and the screen that the air traffic controller was looking at showed an altitude of 200 feet. So there was a discrepancy there, and the NTSB says they're trying to figure out why the control tower had a different altitude reading than the plane itself. In terms of the Black Hawk helicopter, they also have the black box from the Black Hawk. They are still trying to access the data from it. They say they know that the pilots had night vision goggles, but it's unclear whether they were wearing the goggles. I'll listen to what the NTSB chairman just said.
We do not know at this time if the night vision goggles were actively being worn, nor what the setting may be. Further investigation should be able to let us know if that occurred and what factor it may play in the overall accident.
They also said at that NTSB presser, Natasha, that there were 5 people working in the air traffic control tower. They continue to interview those controllers. Those interviews are ongoing, and they said they will continue the interviews on Monday. I want to bring in now, though, Dave Hoagland with DC Fire, a captain with DC Fire, and also the president of the union. I mean, your guys have been out here working nonstop, got there 7 minutes after the crash. I was just talking to my mom about this. I can't even imagine what this must be like for you and for them, having been out there to the wreckage.
Yeah, it's incredibly challenging. I want to start off by saying that DC firefighters' hearts go out to everybody who was affected by this terrible tragedy. We have DC firefighters who knew people on the plane, and they're members who work at our fireboat who knew people on the plane, and so they're really torn up about it, and they're working hard to see this operation through to the end.
What were the conditions like out there, and what do they continue to be like? You were mentioning to me earlier, the water is actually clear right now this time of year, which isn't something that I would have expected.
Yeah, so we're dealing with one of the coldest winters we've had in D.C. in quite some time, and it's kind of reminiscent of the Air Florida crash back in 1981, similar time of year, very icy conditions. So it's the water is pretty frigidly cold, but as they got to the scene and they were working, the wreckage is only in about 8 feet of water. So they were able to see with flashlights and dive and have more visibility than they would have in the summertime if there was a lot of vegetation growing.
Yeah, and I want to be respectful because these are people, obviously, who died, and we've seen their photos, and there was a lot of young people and just amazing people on that plane. So it's awkward to even talk about, the fact that they're still down there, some of them. But the way the chief was explaining it was that they've really got to raise the wreckage now to get to the rest of the people. I don't know if you can elaborate on that all based on what you have seen.
Yeah, so since the crash, our members of our Marine unit and other DC firefighters have been out there supporting the operation and mapping with side sonar the whole debris field, and they've been working with tools to free who they can, and they're continuing to search for who they can. But it's at the point now where when this heavy equipment gets here, I think they'll be able to make a lot more progress and hopefully bring some resolution here soon.
Well, Dave, thank you for all the work that you've done and your men and women. We appreciate it very much. I know it's been a tough time for them and for you, so thank you for joining us tonight. You can just imagine, Natasha, I mean, you think about all the first responders out here. They continue to be out at the wreckage and what they saw, what they continue to see as they try to bring the victims to the surface.
Yeah, it is gut-wrenching work, to be certain, and all of the families
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.